I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I saw this in easy. There's no time attack in easy. That's on me. That's on me. I should have known that. I should have remembered that fact. That's on me. I'm glad I didn't do boss rush today. I mean, there is a way to glitch time attacks into easy, apparently. But, we're not doing that. Starting off well. Starting off strong. I'm just warming up, that's what I'm doing. Oh, I've got Dormant Sword. I'll kill the Dormant Sword. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of weird stuff. I will go, you know, like saying what I have to do. But to give a general gist of what we're doing, we're gonna go defeat Valus. We're gonna perform IMG on Barber with time attack. Quit out, go back in, defeat quad, IMG quad, then defeat quad. Then we IMG Kuro, quit out, pick up the Dormant Sword, IMG Gaius, but Gaius, we don't IMG him in time attack, we IMG him with his dead body, even though we haven't killed him yet. Because, funky stuff, you can have the Colossi alive and dead at the exact same time. And it's just a whole bunch of other fun stuff with this very glitchy category. I don't think I can see. I'll set up now so I can see if anyone subs, because I currently can't see it. If anyone does any like actions, I'll change that right now. I'm gonna use the Dormant Sword now to just one-shot it. Shoo! But yeah, so the requirements to be mildly competitive is you need to have the DLC and you need to have the Dormant Sword. View, docs, activity feed, activity feed, yeah. Expand so I can see it. Okay, perfect. Bonk. Cool. Okay. Next. Okay, so now I can see if there's any activity, because I just realized that I couldn't see it because I need to have my Word document up so I can remember what the hell I'm doing. Oh, I need to remember to deactivate photo mode. I'm not sure I have any problems with it, but it's always just a good precautionary method. It's just always just good precaution. Yeah, I don't have active right now. Isn't there a way to glitch easy time attacking? Okay, so Barber. So I now have IMG'd into Barber. Now I'm gonna have to quit out and then quit out to the game. The best way to see IMG is just as you quit out of time attack, you will see your health bar and stamina change. Not much, but it will change. If it changes at all, you know that it is correct. Or at least, you know, if you know them well, you can see that you have the health and stamina that you should have when defeating Barber for the first time from a new game file, not New Game Plus. Going out of the game. Yeah. It doesn't happen in Reminisce because Reminisce mode does not does not change your health or get rid of your items. Because basically what you're doing is you are setting yourself to whatever is next. Also, as you guys saw, there is a whole bunch of shadows, even though I've only defeated Valus. If you start seeing the map go away and then after that the item menu comes up, you know you have activated IMG. You have to spam X while it's working, because if you just press it, it doesn't work. So now we're IMG into quad, because if not, it will be bugged when we try to defeat quad. Because essentially what it will do is, if we went right now to quad without the IMG, it would trigger, but then it would try to load in Barber instead of quad, and it would be absolutely messed up. So right now what we're doing is we are going towards quad. But before we do that, we are going to pick up the Dormant Sword and be careful that we're not pressing anything while we are praying, because that's how we soft lock last time. This is glitched. You instantly get the Dormant Sword. You don't have to go down to pick it up as per usual, because you're never meant to. Because theoretically, there is no way to lose the Dormant Sword. You pick it up once and it is there for the rest of time. For New Game Plus runs. But because of IMG, it doesn't happen actually. IMG messes us up, so yeah, you know, not bad. We pick up the Dormant Sword because it is on the way towards quad, and because we've had our stamina reset. If we went without the Dormant Sword, even though it's New Game Plus, we would take the exact same time to defeat as with a standard any %. But with the Dormant Sword, we actually managed to one-shot it. We do not pick up Dormant Sword for every single Colossi, because sometimes it's just not in the way and just not worth it. The time that we save out of not having to stab, we lose on getting the actual sword. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go for a stab here, and then we're going to go for a quick little stab. Oh, never mind, I planted for some reason. What I tried to do there is the same execution as a Shirapon on quad. So I would have done a small little stab which would have made quad recoil, and then I could have let go at the apex of it to get launched. Yeah, I could have let if I would have, it was planted on this small little stab, I would have let go and gone shoo, and gone halfway through the back, which is a small bit of a time save. Those small little things, you know. But unfortunately, I planted. I should have moved before stabbing. But this is like my third proper IMG run, so I'm fine with whatever. Like, the type I have here is an absolute crap Gaius. I fucked up Gaius so much. So even though we have just defeated quad, if we do go to the seconds, making sure of that. Even though we only defeated quad, if we check out the map, we'll see that Barber has also pops up as defeated. So this is where the fuckery starts. And we do Kuro IMG. So you see, oh damn it. You see, if we didn't have the DLCs when we are in the IMG menu, we would have nothing to select, because the IMG glitch only works if you are selecting or deselecting an item while going into a boss rush or reminisce mode. If you're just clicking on nothing, then well, nothing happens. You do not IMG and it all fucks up. That's why the DLCs are required. Because I believe you can still open the IMG without... if you don't have the DLCs or the Dominant Sword, you can still open the menu, but you can't select anything. That's why it doesn't work without DLCs or the Dominant Sword. And as you can see, it says Colossus defeated 3, even though we've only defeated Valus and Quad. Because it's counting Barber as also dead. Now, instead of going to Gaius' time attack, because we're actually going to do it through Reminisce mode instead of through time attack. The reason why we didn't do Quad through Reminisce mode is because of the any percent quad skip. We couldn't quad skip because, you know, it gets so fucky. So we couldn't quad skip because we would get on quad just to get straight off. So it's always best. So it's just best to not. Now we're gonna go towards Gaius, because with Gaius we can't actually IMG. We can do IMG with the Reminisce, then quit out, and then we will be placed like if it were. And then once we quit out, everything will reset like if it were a time attack, and Gaius' body will disappear. Because what we're gonna see now is Gaius' body and Gaius together, which is funky, to say the least. And yeah, we pick up the Dominant Sword because it's on the way, so that's about it. This is the core of IMG. If you would have asked me a month ago, I could have explained it a lot better. But my knowledge on IMG fluctuates. I either remember everything or forget everything. But I believe that was a good enough explanation. Oh, also I am wearing my egg shorts. Yeah, the ads on Twitch are very annoying. So, has anyone here watched Squid Game? Because I know it's a big popular thing now. I haven't finished it, no spoilers. But has anyone here watched Squid Game? Or is watching? Because I am, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. I didn't think I would like it too much, but I watched an episode last night. I'm not gonna say which one, but I'm just gonna say it had me silently sobbing in my bed, just crying my eyes out. Because I was so invested into a character. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I was absolutely sobbing. So now, if you guys see, we have Gaius here, and also Gaius here, but in a dead form. Alright. Yeah, I was absolutely just crying my eyes out last night. Because that episode, my god, that hit me hard. Squid Game goes up into the few pieces of media that have made me cry. Those include The Last Guardian, Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso, because oh my god, that made me cry. That's such a beautiful anime, but oh my god. It's depressing. Absolute dog shit. Recovery. And The Good Doctor also made me cry. But that one is because that one hits close to home. The Good Doctor I don't think is cry-worthy, but one of the episodes just hit very close to home, and yeah, I cried. I have noticed that I am a lot more open now to crying at pieces of media. It's just that I haven't been. Just that the thing is as well is you have to take what I cry to. Hey Shatter. You have to take what I cry to with a grain of salt, because I almost exclusively watch and read comedies, because I'm not good with dramas, because I get very invested in them and then I enjoy it. Like one of the prime examples is what's it called? Re:Zero. I loved the first season. But man, did I suffer through it. I suffered so much that I couldn't watch the second season. I was like, yeah, no. Like, I loved it, but I suffered so much that I couldn't put myself through it again. So that's why I take with a grain of salt. My keyboard's acting up. I'm gonna unplug the OBS side of the keyboard. There you go. I'm going to unplug the OBS side of the keyboard and just roll with the... Yeah, it still works. Just roll with the split side. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done... This is my third serious run of IMG, and my second one got lost to a soft lock. So, my first run was actually really bad. So, take with a grain of salt the time saves. Because they will look spectacular, but it's just that in the first run I crapped out that guys for no reason. Then we go to Phaedra. Have you seen a glitched run, Sable? Of Shadow? Because it's a lot of fun. My friend is my dad. But yeah. He was just picking up some documents. Something like that. Because I am in the study. This is the study. Also known as my workshop at this point. So now we're going to see the messed up stuff, which is... We're going up against Phaedra, but Phaedra is already dead. Look at that! Copies of Phaedra! What, how cute. Damn it. I keep on not expecting it to do it first try. Well, this is actual useful glitches. Sub 1 second Phaedra. Hell yeah. Just bonk, dead. Yeah, I've messed around with just glitches in general. Oh, timing's gonna be completely off. You know what? Who cares? Oh my god, how'd that work? No, I'm shit. The game, bro. Bro, I'm shit, bro. I got greedy. Oh, okay, yeah, that one as well. True. That is the soft lock, yeah. That's the soft lock. I remember that, yeah. I didn't understand it for a sec. I was like, what do you mean the Jaeger wrap? Yeah, the soft lock. The absolute just pain. Oh. Okay, that was a sick jump. No, no, Wanda, you ass cheek. You back a biscuit. Thank you. God damn. Hot damn. Back a biscuit. Yeah, this is the IMG run where we skip half of the bosses because playing the game is overrated. Oh, Phaedra, babe. I need to channel my inner Ruby. Babe, please. I believe it was in Celosia. Oh, true. It got stuck before Celosia, which is in fact the final Colossi I have to defeat, which is fun. So have you ever seen a giant D20 Sable? It's the size of my palm. Should I make the randomizer D20 this size? I kind of want to now. With a giant randomizer D20 instead of like a tiny one, because the problem is if people are interested in it, I'm gonna be shipping this to people. And that feels like a bit overkill, and that feels like a bit, you know, like underwhelming. But if I ship this to people, this but made in resin, because I do have epoxy resin to properly do stuff. Made in resin with like nice colors in the inside and with the Colossi faces, and also it will also allow me to make the Colossi faces more detailed and nicer to look at. Okay, so now I have defeated Phaedra. So after defeating Phaedra, we go over here. Yeah! This is just standard procedure. I swear it is. Standard procedure. Absolutely nothing wrong with this. Who is glitching the game? I'm not. So yeah, how's today been, Sable? See? Shit. I got confused. I need to IMG Celosia. I misunderstood. That's unfortunate. But it's fine. Yeah, it's Celosia, then it's Zenobia. Whoops. Oh, true. No, yeah, true. I forgot that it isn't setting the one that we are time attacking. We're setting the one before it. Now I remember. Yeah. The way that we're skipping this is because the game doesn't check that you've defeated every single Colossi. The game only checks that you've defeated the Colossi before. Sorry. The game doesn't check that you defeated all of the Colossi. The game goes like, oh, you're on Barber. That means that you've had to have killed Avion. And it gives you Avion. It doesn't give you every single one before it. Only Avion. So now after that I need to IMG Barber again. Actually, not again. We haven't. Yeah, Barber again. Yeah. Yeah, because this time we're actually defeating Barber. True. Because we IMG'd Barber at the beginning after Valus, but that simply said that Avion was defeated. That simply said that Avion was defeated. So now we're IMGing Barber, but this time it's to go and kill Barber, so the game doesn't fucky wucky. You know? It's one of these classics. Now, because we are nearby, we're actually going to quickly pop over here to the right and pick up the Dormant Sword, because it can be important in Barber to avoid shakes and all that jazz. We go here, quick stop, jump off. So the important thing that I've discovered is when you press R1, you need to make sure you do not press anything. For the game bloody soft locks again. So just go there, get into position, press R1, don't touch the controller. Until you don't see the Dormant Sword come out, I do not touch the controller. Because it's a pain. But yeah, would people be interested in giant D20s as the randomizer? Because then that would make it fun. It would be a bit hard to roll, but it's already a meme category anyways. And that would also allow me to get more definition into the actual Colossi faces. The plan for the D20, for those who haven't heard it, is it's going to be a D20 with 16 sides being the different 16 Colossi and the 4 extra sides, thanks to Sable. I cannot take credit for this idea. This was Sable's amazing idea. The extra 4 sides are aggro's face. So if you get aggro, you have to pet the horse. And that's just, you know, an easier way. Because I did spend quite a while looking into semi-regular 16-sided polyhedra. But they are a pain. Because you can't make a 16-sided regular polyhedra. It doesn't exist. 16-sided regular polyhedras do not exist. The regular polyhedras that do exist are, well, the set of dice. The D&D set of dice. You have 4. You have it's 4, 6, 8. The 10s are not regular polyhedra. Keep that in mind. The 10s are not regular polyhedra. So the easiest way of doing the 16 polyhedra is making it 10 style. Hey Sancho, yes, it is working. It's working perfectly fine. Thanks a ton. It didn't sound for me once, but the first time it didn't sound for me, but chat heard it, and then the second time I got a sub today. I managed to hear it as well, so it's perfect. Thanks a bunch. But yeah, so we there's 2 ways of doing a 16-sided die. There is doing it the 10-sided style, which is easy, but you don't get much space for doing fancy stuff, and it's a bit lazy. And then there's this insanely cool shape that is like a pseudo regular, so it rolls perfectly fine, but it's not a proper regular polyhedron, but it rolls fine. But we decided but thanks to Sable's amazing idea, shit, we just went like, oh wait, we could just do a D20 and then just put aggro for the extra faces, and all that you get, you have to pay aggro. For those interested in buying one, the actual pricing will come once I make it and can see how much stuff it would cost me to make a giant dice. And then for shipping, it would be shipping from Spain, for those curious. I am more than open to requests. And when it comes to like colors and different stuff, for the time being I don't have a ton, but I will be expanding. No. Yeah. So I will eventually be able to more or less cover what people want. And if you want some weird stuff, that might cost a bit more, but you know, all in good fun. For the time being, the expensive dyes I have a pure black alcohol dye and one second. Oh my god, I'm sorry. That was rough. I have a pure black dye, and then I have a transparent amber dye. If I shake up. I don't know. The transparent amber looks very nice. And then I have like a small dye set. Different dyes and shit. But yeah, and I have like a box of acrylic paints to paint the numbers, well, faces in this case. And yeah, that's about it. What I have to do now. Anytime IMG Sonovia. Gotcha. This time it is Sonovia. Yeah. That's the 3D printing, that's the resin stuff that I want to do. Because like, it's a really cool process. I 3D print the dice, then I make a silicone mold with that dice, and then I use resin. Issues that I don't have a vacuum chamber to like get rid of bubbles. I'll try to do it without a vacuum chamber, see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well enough. I have wet sanding paper to be able to like clean up. Dice, but hopefully it should come up fine. I am having problems with my 3D printer, but I think it's just a defective part. Because it's very frustrating, because it's an error that I understand perfectly. Well, at least I understand the idea behind it. I'm like, yeah, like this error makes sense. It's because the error is also consistent, which that is what annoys me, is that the error is consistent. So it happens every single time. No matter what I change, it always happens at the same time. For some reason, the left side of the bed is being read as higher, while the right side is being read as lower. So no matter what I do, the left side will always be way too close to the nozzle when printing, and the right side will be way too far. and it does not matter what I do, so I can't get clean big prints. For small dice, it doesn't really matter, but it's not fun, you know? So, I don't know. I've contacted the company, I've asked online, I've asked Sean. Haven't received any good answers to anything yet. Which is... No, the thing is that I got... Is that I bought a auto-leveling probe, so even if the printer's crooked, the whole point is that it probes it and then makes it flat in code. It changes the G code that it's called, which is the commands of moving all the different motors. It changes it so that while it's going left and right, it's also going a bit up and down, so that it's consistent everywhere. So it doesn't matter if the head itself is crooked. I'm not sure. I've tried to fix it. I think it may be a tiny bit crooked, but I'm not sure. I've tried, like, moving it and seeing if I can make it proper. I'll have to check that. The towers, I don't know. I've had good prints with these towers. I'm gonna have to, yeah, that's what I'm gonna mainly do. I'm gonna square the 3D printer properly and see if that helps. But it's like, it's tough. I've been fixing this printer for like a week at this point. I haven't been able to print anything for a week. Which just sucks because I wanted to print a little like Halloween present for my girlfriend and I haven't been able to. Because the printer's just not working properly. Like, sure, I can make small prints right now. But if I get too far from the center, which is very nicely leveled, it just dies. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to check different stuff. I'm gonna have to check the tension in the belts, how tight the bearings are, how well squared the towers are, how well squared the x-axis is, you know. It's just so many factors that can fuck it up. And it's just like, But yeah, what makes most sense is that either the sensor is crooked or the actual print or the actual axis that moves the nozzle is also fucked. So it's not square. That can happen in a whole bunch of different ways, but let's hope I can fix it all up properly. Whistle, because I always forget to whistle. Come on, Crow, it's not a speed run, you know? Oh, damn, bro. No pressure, bro. Don't you worry. Okay. Clean. Hey, look, that's like half a minute time save. That's cool. That was a clean split. So after this, I need to do Argus, then Bassaran. Oh look, I'm in the last stretch. Only 2 more Colossi, then I go straight up to Malice. 3 Colossi left. My god. IMG Argus. Okay. So now I'm in IMG Argus, and I'm gonna quit out. It's just been a decent run, you know. Could have been better, but for the time being, I'm happy. Pardon me. This is... Oh, I forget the name of this song. It's such a long name. Such a long and convoluted name. London Bridge is falling. Oh, for fuck's sake. You're gonna give me song requests in the... I'm guessing by Egoist and not the Countdown Kids. Also, Heya. Remember, always put the artist. A music request in the bloody most mentally stressful run. How's it going? Pablo. We have had ID. I don't fucking know them. Don't know if it's this song. Well, as I was saying, we've had I've had the idea of, because some people that are interested in the I'm guessing I don't know exactly who is interested, but I'm guessing the people that will be interested in buying the Shadow of the Colossus randomizer dice will only really be buying one dice, and also shipping and all that kind of stuff. I thought, how about we make it this size? I think that's just a much better idea than making it a standard size dice, like making it a 2.5 size, because like that we have proper space to define the Colossi faces so people can recognize them, and also it's just more fun to use just a giant dice is fun. What do you think? There he is. Well, this is my stream, so I can do whatever the hell I want to. I mean, where better to advertise it than on my stream? Playing Shadow of the Colossus. Where better to advertise a Shadow of the Colossus dice than while playing Shadow of the Colossus? Big brain. Also, is this the song that you wanted? If it isn't, too bad. Okay, cool. It's nice and chill. I like it. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I love this song. It's such a... It's a nice bop. Hello? Okay, Basran, that's so rude. What the fuck? Oh, fuck off! Hey, thanks. Yeah, the main issue with those supports is that they were so thin that the 0.4mm nozzle simply just couldn't print it out, so it just didn't print out. So the dice literally started printing in mid-air, which is fun. So that's why I needed the new supports. So you can make it that size because they were quite brittle. So they were easy to snap off, and just simply make it just like a dotted line. Make it like equal parts, you know, make it like a chunk and then the exact same space as a gap, and then chunk gap. That's shit, man. What the fuck is wrong with me? What a bad bastard. Such an idiot. Fuck. Not happy. Not happy. Practical deaths. Also the hydration. Important always. Oh, stop, you stupid horse. This was a clean launch. One of the cleanest launches of my life, actually. In fact, it is a bit cheating that I'm in IMG Plus, so I deal more damage with IMG. But still, clean bastard. It's still time save, you know? Time save is time save. It is what it is. Oh. Okay. Last boys. Last boys. But yeah, I think making them the giant D20s is going to be a lot of fun. And these print fine. Like, these print well. There are any slight imperfections in this D20. But I think what I'll do with that one is I'll do it with I'll do that size but with a 0.2mm nozzle. So even though it'll take an infinite amount of time, it's not like I'm using the 3D printer for anything else. What's it? 7. No, not 7. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. 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 Okay. Malice, square the game. Go to Salosia. But yeah. I'm the idiot. Oh yeah. For those who don't know, Level is the idiot in charge of 3D modeling dice, because I was too lazy to learn how to 3D model, and I also didn't want to pay all the 3D dice stuff up front. But yeah, he's the one in charge of that shamble. I'll send you the actual images that I want you to use for the faces on Fire Drone. that. I might even do the actual outline in of itself on my own to make sure that they're still recognizable. Shit. That's fine. Not a massive thing. It's better than getting soft locked here. Still a better time lost than getting soft locked. So we're going straight towards Colossus. We're going to IMG Reminisce. Defeat Colossus and just defeat Malice. And that's it. And that's the end of the game. Easy as that, boys. How to defeat Shadow Colossus in technically under 40 minutes. I mean, technically because of IGT, not RTA. Well, you can defeat the game in under 1 hour RTA with IMG. You need to take into account, you need to take my RTA compared to others with a grain of salt. I have a PS4 with no SSD, so my load times are abysmal. So the RTA is also abysmal. But the IGT is the same for everyone. Which is a good part of IGT, you know? Same for everyone. Equal round. No one has to bitch about like pay to win. Okay, this is the end of the run, boys. I'm coming up. One thing I do need to print, I need to soon print the Stream Deck stuff, because this keyboard is very quickly becoming just a display piece. It's starting to fail, because this morning I accidentally broke it, so it's going to become a display piece very, very quickly. Quickly jump onto this rock and then just zoom all the way down. I'm in. Hey, twice in a row. Twice in a row, let's go. Thank you. After this run, after I finish this run, which should be like 10 more minutes, I will set it up. Put the sword back. Pick up the stick. Fun fact for those who don't know, if you're doing a standard NG plus and have the oops, wrong controls. If you are playing standard NG plus and have flash arrows, you can actually flash arrow the what's it called? The towers, and you get the stake before Colossus even spawns in. A bit of a weird thing, but you know what? If it works, it works. I'm not gonna knock it. Fun fact about Colossus: if you kill Colossus before it stands up, it finishes the standing up animation before it dies, as you guys saw. It kind of goes like, give me a second, I need to finish my stuff, okay, thank you. Give me a fucking second, okay. Jeez, man. There's an order to these things, come on. That's just rude. It should be about 10 minutes now left. It's actually 12 minutes left onto the run. I love the pan drum. Sorry, the steel pan. Pan drum, steel pan. Ah, no. This instrument. The pan drum, I think it's called. Officially. How do you do the... Okay, it's holding square, gotcha. For a second, I wasn't sure, like, what button it was to, like, pull your sword up and monitor. This is the end. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna sneeze. I did say. Thought I was gonna sneeze and I sneezed. The classic wrong way Ruby. Bit of a yikes from my part. Ruby took it well. I got so panicked. I got Vietnam flashbacks at that point. I feel bad for backseating. I should have stayed quiet. But a good clip came out of it. It's the only mildly musical thing I can do is whistling. And I can't do like a proper like whistle. I can only do like light whistles. Also sweating quite a bit right now. Sí, no sé. No sé. A las 8. Let's get the end. It's cool. Also, by the way, Level, I did check. It did. The whole recording is in fact correct. The audio is fine. We can hear all four. We can hear all 5 of us, and the video is recorded properly. So I did have a bit of a heart attack. Halfway, like at the beginning of stream, like, did I record it properly? So I went to check. Also, farewell, brave soldier. So I went to check real quick, and yeah, it's all fine. No problem. You don't have to have some more heart attacks. Tomorrow we have class 20 to 11, right? Oh god. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Big old tired today. But yeah, the plan is I'll do this in a 0.2mm nozzle if it works properly. If not, I'll do another nozzle. Maybe 0.3, just to get as much definition as we can. Because ESM then IR. Wow, that's a suffering day. IR engineering requisites. So actually no, requisite engineering, which is boring as all fuck. And then multimedia signal processing, which I thought would be cool. I think it can still be cool. Right now we're doing the math theory part, and that sucks. Because the other two parts of the subject is image and audio processing, which I think is a lot more interesting. Yeah, I know. No. I'm not saying software requisite engineering in itself is boring. I'm saying, because I do find it interesting. What I'm saying is the fucking classes are boring. Like, holy shit, bro. And also, our teacher wears his mask by the fucking box, which is never fun. First day he just didn't wear the mask. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that, chief. Oh, yeah. As I said, I'm not sure about that, chief. Yeah, you see, we have that for our design and testing teacher. That's the one that is, you know, like, makes the shit, you know, like, some could perceive it as trying too hard with like the like pop culture references, but I'll take that way over what most people, or what a ton of teachers just do, which is just insufferable. Reminded that I need to actually watch a Studio Ghibli movie because I've never watched one. I believe this is from Totoro. I mean, today we spent like 3.5 hours playing Tabletops Simulator and I'll cancel. Today we spent like 3.5 hours playing Tabletop Simulator, and that was university work, so you know. Can't complain. And yeah, I know this is a remix from a Studio Ghibli movie. Again, I haven't watched them. I do have their masterpieces. Didn't die for one strike. Fuck. Wait, actually. Oh wait, until I get penetrated. Minus 7 minutes, let's go! Yeah, baby, that's what we're waiting for! That and misinput, I love the misinput clip. You gotta shut down! It was a misinput! That was a misinput! Also, the good thing about having the 3D printer is that it tells me ambient temperature. It tells me ambient temperature because it tells me the temperature of the bed and the temperature of the nozzle. And come on, bitch, don't move. And if I just don't do anything, they go to ambient temperature. So it's currently 29 degrees ambient temperature, which is like, it's like, are you shitting me? Apparently yes. Ignition. Let's go. Blue raspberry. It says 29 degrees on both. It's a closed room. I mean, the window's open, but it's a small room with the door closed and a pro gamer athlete in it. So it's musty. The hell are you 5 idiots doing? 4 or 5? 4. The hell are you 4 idiots doing? Come on. Move your goddamn asses. Bump. Ooh, let's go. Minus 7 minutes. Let's go. 1 second. Let me set up the 3D printer. Let me set up the 3D printer. That's good. Open this in Cura. Things got. I am doing this with 0.4mm nozzle because at this point I just want a baseline. This might be a bit too close, but it's still fine. Hey, it's actually gonna print these now. That's cool. I am gonna have to chop them off, but whatever. Who cares? Step by step. I've also set up my Raspberry Pi, so now my Raspberry Pi is connected to the printer. Which is great because it means I don't have to I have to actually God damn it. I don't have to copy it and all that kind of jazz. Actually turn on the thing. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot who forgot to turn on the printer. Because the Raspberry Pi powers on the screen but not the actual what's it called? Motors, obviously. So while the Raspberry Pi is on, so is the screen, but I do need to like switch on the motors. That's about it. Then BNS puts on something a bit more interesting. Woo, wow. There you go. 1 second. Gotta get. There you go. That was a good run. That was, you know, for Adiras, that was a good run. Right now, what's happening is the bed is warming up to 50 degrees, and after that, the nozzle will warm up to 200 degrees. It will auto level, and then it will start printing. I'm gonna use this to clean up the nozzle while it's. I gotta see how to change that. The main issue right now is that it is warming up before it auto levels, but then it just spends quite a while at 200 degrees, so filament starts coming out naturally because of gravity and all that kind of stuff. But you don't actually get any like. I need to do the gable ties. There you go, so now the nozzle's heating up. It's gonna start heating up from ambient temperature to 200 degrees. And yeah, the Raspberry Pi is down here. It's just a 2B. Which technically Octoprint isn't compatible, it isn't officially supported by 2B, but there's no problem. With a Raspberry Pi 1, that's when you start encountering issues, and zeros don't run it. But with a 2B, it's possible. can run. It maybe it's a bit tiny slower, but people have said that they've had no problems, and I haven't had problems either. Yeah. That's about it. We're just gonna wait for the credits to play and the time to pop up, and then I'll be stream there. In the meantime, we're gonna watch the 3D printer do its 3D printing thing. Hopefully. I have to this warming up now. Just getting rid of the old filament that solidified. Yeah, you see, so the filament's already coming out. It has to be like a whole minute-long process of leveling the bed, of auto-leveling the bed, supposedly using this thing, which I swear just does not look. It may just be like, oh, I don't know. The plastic's coming out. Yeah, I'm just doing the standard D20 right now, one that you just sent me. See how it goes. There you go. It's moving now. It's currently auto-homing the X and Y axis, which is this is the X, the Y is coming back. Now it's gonna do the auto-leveling with this little thing, which is gonna be the Z axis, which is how high and low it can go. So it's going to do the center first to get a home reading, and then after that it is going to go, this is as close to 0, this is going to be around 0, 0, then 0, 120, 0, 220, 220, and then it's going to do 120, 0, 120, 120, then 120 now, and then yeah, it's going to take 9, it's going to do a 3x3 square grid, take the different heights. And then what is supposed to happen is in code, it is meant to, compensate. So if this corner is way higher than this corner, then the Z-axis, which is up and down, will go a bit higher here and a bit lower here. So that it will be like printing unevenly, but it will be printing unevenly in the perfect way, supposedly, to make it all perfect. And I really do think it's that the thing's slanted. The more I look at it, the more slanted it looks. I don't know. I'll deal with that later. The good thing is the center in of itself is well calibrated for what it is. There's no problem. All the cables drag, but who the fuck cares? So this thing has like a metric ton of filament, which I will remove so that doesn't get in the way of the print. What the fuck? Did the offset not settle itself? Okay. That's just rude, bro. That's just rude, bro. The Z offset didn't set itself. Fuck off. What if we see the Z offset, man? Oh, he's at 200. He's at 200. Keep it warm. Sorry. Just gonna be removing little bits of plastic to make sure that's all fine. It has to go through the whole auto-homing sequence again. But if this theoretically worked properly, the auto-homing sequence would just help with consistency's sake always. So it would make sure that every single time it's printing, it's perfect. I really do think it's just slanted. It does look a bit slanted. I don't know what I'm gonna do to like turn it a bit, but hey, I'll find a way to fix this hopefully. Anyways, even if it isn't because it's slanted, if I do slant it a tiny bit, it should theoretically fix it. So, you know, worth a try. What's the solution? Yeah, for some reason the Z offset reset, which is just annoying. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't press save configuration. Hopefully. Let me be, okay? I've been tinkering with this thing for a week now. It's been suffering. Like, I had to get replacement parts and shit as well. So, made me so mad. Also, for those wondering if it's fine for me to be sticking to the tweezers while it's calibrating, it's fine because the actual nozzle isn't what's calibrating, it is the little red thing, and that sticks out further down than the actual nozzle. So I can't put stuff under the nozzle. I mean, I need to be careful, obviously, I can't block the actual nozzle. But so long as the nozzle can hit, as long as the nozzle doesn't hit anything, and going downwards, I can actually use it to take out bits of plastic. I have to see how to change that, so I don't have to deal with this shit. Okay. This looks typical. Which is fine. Typical is what I want. Because, again, the good, quote-unquote, good part of the error that I'm having is that it's consistent. It's consistently shit. But because it's consistently shit, it means that there has to be a way to fix it. That's fine. Hopefully. Yeah, you can see that it's not sticking properly, but the actual center is... Yeah, no, abort. Sorry, puts this in properly. Whatever. Shut it down. Shut it down. Fuck off, printer. Absolutely fuck off. One second. I need to use this. This is still really fucking hot. But yeah, it didn't stick properly because of, again, because of the whole bullshit offset thing. Ah, my fingers. Let's see, what is the final time? Let's see. Oh, you bastard. Let's see. 37.55, that's a sub 40, let's go. That is a PB by how much?